Over the years, our family's had a share of health problems.
So prescriptions are a part of our life.
Before we went to the big box store.
We both thought it would help us save. But with the long lines and impersonal service, filling prescriptions became a chore. That's when a friend recommended D&H.
Now Tristan knows our prescriptions. Brenda always helps us find the right vitamins. And after Dad's fall, Monica's been a real expert with all our home medical needs. All without the lines.
Trust and service.
That's our D&H.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on this Thursday, January the 15th. You know, for many years, we have talked about the Boone County Council on Aging. We've talked about service for independent living. Well, you know what happened? Last year, they tied the knot. They got married. We won't use the word merging, but that's what they did. Boone County Council on Aging and Service for Independent Living have tied the knot, and now they are one organization, still providing all the same services that each one individually provided,
right,
but now is one. And Jessica Macy's with us. Good to have you here,
Good
Jessica.
To see you, Paul.
Boone County Council on Aging, and Chapman, Service for Independent Living. So I guess now, Jessica, we say Jessica Macy from Service for Independent Living.
That's right. That's my new title now.
Yeah, so how did it feel when the BCCA title kind of disappeared?
Well, you know, BCCA has existed for almost 40 years and has been a long-standing agency in our community that a lot of people, including me, are extremely proud of the work that's happened. But as resources get tighter and, you know, things shift, you have to look at better ways to deliver services. And by marrying services for independent living, we could do all that we can do now at BCCA and even more. And so it was a great match.
Unlike airline mergers, when service was cut and prices went up, the merger of Boone County Council on Aging and Service for Independent Living did not cut any services, right?
That's right, Paul. And I think the important thing about it is it's actually going to, I think, expand access, and it's going to provide one place where people can go for services to help them to live independently in their own home.
So what was the best benefit for both organizations is getting together, would you say, Tack?
I think the best part is bringing the strengths of both organizations and the reputations that we have here in Boone County and throughout the region together and saying, hey, we can maximize people's independence.
All right. Tell us what Service for Independent Living did as an individual organization before this marriage.
Sure. Before and currently still, we provide advocacy services, we provide information and referral, we do independent living skills and teach people that, and we also do peer support. Some of the things that most people are familiar with us here in town is we have transportation. So you see our Services for Independent Living buses all over town, giving people's rides to and from their doctor's appointments, to see friends, the grocery store, etc. And then we also do ramps. So if somebody here in the city of Columbia needs to make their home more accessible so they can get in and out, we help them by coming and building a ramp at the front of their home or the back of their home.
Mm-hmm. Boone County Council on Aging, the services that you provided and still provide. Tell us.
Sure. So we help low-income seniors live independently, and a lot of the folks that Services for Independent Living serves are seniors as well, so that fits nicely. But we've provided volunteer services for years where people go out and help with friendly visiting, just talking with folks that are in their homes and can't get out. We have leaf raking and lawn mowing and snow shoveling, going to the food bank and getting food boxes and taking them out to folks. And we have a case manager who helps people coordinate those independent living skills, which is almost exactly the same thing that the folks at Services for Independent Living do. So those two jobs were really similar. It was just the idea of taking our volunteer program and putting it over at SIL and just figuring out how the rest of our staff kind of fits in.
Mm-hmm. You talked about friendly visiting. That's really a very important part, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Because some people have no one to come see them, check on them, or just sit and talk.
Right.
If somebody wants to be to sign up and volunteer to do friendly visiting, what do they do, and what's expected of them?
Sure. So we ask volunteers to spend 1 hour a week with whoever they're paired with, whether it's a senior with a young person or a regular community member. We use lots of college students who may be away from grandma and grandpa and want some of that connection back to Columbia and education.
The college kids are getting just as much out of it as the seniors
They are, and honestly, for us in Columbia, it's wonderful for us to teach our college students the benefits of those folks who've been in our community for 30 or 40 years, and the history that they have, and the stories they have to share, and the value that they have, that they're not just forgotten, that we can get people out of their houses and bring people into their houses to make sure that they have lots of quality of life, because that's really what it's all about for all of us.
Yeah. What do you want to add to that, Tack?
Yeah, I think it's vitally important, and we have such a great community. And I think, Paul, the history of BCCA and Service for Independent Living with 40 years and 35 years behind us, that all predates anything that's ever occurred at the federal level or state level, such as the Americans with Disabilities Act, which is going to be celebrating its 25th year this year. So Boone County and the citizens here recognize the benefit of all of our citizens and how to meet those needs. And so it's just a wonderful place to live.
Oh, my goodness. We've talked about that so many times. The people in Columbia, in central Missouri, in Boone County are some of the most giving people in the world.
Right.
In the world. When you've got a problem and you ask for assistance, the folks in this area always come through. I've seen that over and over again throughout the years.
And that's what, with this merger, hopefully that becomes easier. So there's just one phone number to call for people to figure out about how to live independently. And that doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter if you have a disability or not. It doesn't matter if you consider yourself to have a disability or not. It's just, I want to live independently in my own home. How do I do that? There's one phone number to call, and it's 573-874 1646.
Okay. I thought you were
That was a test. The merger's not that old, so I still remember my new phone number.
Again. Let me write it down.
573 874 1646.
1646. So anybody listening to us right now, if you need assistance or if you know of someone who could benefit from Service for Independent Living, give them a call at that number. Are you looking for, you're looking for volunteers all the time too, right?
One of the big things we look for volunteers for right now is to help with snow shoveling. Hopefully we haven't had a lot of snow, but who knows what the next couple of months will bring. Hopefully,
who knows what tomorrow will bring.
So
if we have a replay of a couple of years ago,
we could have a snowy January.
So you're looking for snow shovelers too,
right?
Besides the friendly visitors, what about escorting people around? Do the buses pretty much, your Service for Independent Living buses take care of that?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. And that's door to door. You give us a call at that number that we gave you earlier and ask for Ron, and we can get you, we ask for a 24-hour notice and we'll get you scheduled, and we pick you up at your front door. And
now, is this only in the city of Columbia or Boone County?
It's Boone County, and actually, Paul, we also serve Audrain and Callaway and Cooper.
So you're telling me you will go anywhere in Boone County and Audrain and Randolph County?
Yep.
Okay. All right. 874-1646. That's a central reservation number there.
That's right.
Hey, thank you so much for coming by. Pleasure having both of you on again. Tomorrow, Vera Nichols will be with us. Our program directed by Travis McMillen, Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers from KBIA. Our floor director, Lowell Thomas. And our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. If there's something you'd like to hear or see, drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu. Bye-bye.